Hello and welcome to Euro Truck Simulator 2 with me, Kevin Sawyer. Hope you guys and girls are well and enjoying your day. Right, so we're in our new toy. Finally, it's here. Yes, it is the Scania. What do you think, peeps? Very nice indeed. I've done a couple of runs. And in it already. I've got Janine here overseeing everything, making sure I don't crash it. But as most of you are probably aware, I can't shift to save my life. But also there's been some updates on ETS2. It's got the, what's it called? I forget what it's called. The Sweden sort of like project thing. And I thought I'd Sweden contracts, whatever it is. And I thought I'd give some of these a try and see how I end up doing on these. This is a relatively short one actually. Right. Engine off. That off. Brake on. Electrics off. And let's jump under the truck, because we all know I love to do that. Jump under the truck and examine the bottom of the map. Right. Let's hook it up. It should be on this side. I'm not sure if it's this side. Actually, it might be the other side. Because, again, this is Euro truck, not American truck. I assume it's on this side. I could be wrong though. No, it was on this side. Right, okay, it's going a bit low onto the ground. I'm crouching. Walk back round. Beautiful looking thing. I will try and endeavour to try and get a fleet on this thing. Once I've learnt sort of like how to get sort of like Euro truck. Well, the problem is not so much me knowing how it works. I know how it works. The problem is getting a template that involves the skins. So I'll put some side lights. I'll put some main lights on. It's still quite early. We'll bring up the travel. Whoa, whoa! No, 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 no. That's the one I want. I keep trying to float it as well, which doesn't help. I'm speeding. Again. I got so used to American truck, it's unbelievable. I've got the old school Scania wheel on this as well. Some people can sit there and roll their eyes going, well, yeah, he was throwing a perfectly good steering wheel away. It had all the cruise control, radio options and all that jazz on there. For an old wheel that's going to potentially pretty much kill you if you smack your head against it. I like the look of it, so forgive me in advance. Need to be in that lane, I guess. Yeah. Oh, and of course, yeah. Should have been a lower gear. And a lower gear again. Too low. Come on. I'm having to use the clutch. I can't seem to float this. Love nor money at the moment. I don't know why. Need to be in that lane. Minimum speed again. 55 is max speed on this again because it's contracts. This is why I do not like doing the contract runs. There's, as I saw on the MP sort of like forum on Facebook, people are sort of opting to bring more speed limiter in. I still think they should leave it. Sorry, Pete. Some of you guys are going to hate me for saying this, but I still think they should leave it as an option. Purely because leadfoots like me like to go quick. And when we're restricted, okay, it's 50 along here and I'm going 55 anyway. It just seems a bit... seems a bit slow, if you ask me. And of course, because I haven't set up my... whoa! My button box to have cruise control on yet. I'm still having to look at the keys. Generic keys was great. What I'll try and do is try and grab a thimble at some point as well. Need to be out this lane though. Stay in the middle lane. I also realised something the other day. I didn't know about this. Something that's relatively new news to me, but I expect a lot of you people already knew this already. But just for you guys that didn't know, I found out about the fact that Volkswagen bought out Scania. I didn't know who. I know Saab used to own them. Something relatively I couldn't. I don't know if I already knew it or had forgotten it, or but when someone's mentioned it to me the other day, I was like, really? Okay. I know, as I say, Saab was having problems. They went to sort of administration. So it makes sense that someone, a big company like Volkswagen, would buy out Scania. I know they're making their own lorries. Maybe that's part and parcel of the reason why they decided to buy out Scania, so they could build their own lorries alongside Scania trucks, which, you know, makes sense. It keeps people in a job at the end of the day, rather than being laid off. As many skilled workers are going to be able to still do the job that they do well. Ooh, left that a bit late, Kev. Again, it's... oh, wrong button again. Button configuration is slightly different on ETS to ATS. Again, looking down when I shouldn't be. That'll do. Let's try and get a thimble in while we're at it. So if I quickly just do that. And photo mode. Sun behind me, which doesn't help. If I try and get to that side. Couldn't be any more patriotic if I tried. Look, Union Jack skin, Union Jack flags. Which one am I looking for? Focus blur strength. Focus percent depth of field. That's the one. That doesn't actually do anything, I mean. Leave that roughly about there. Take a thimble there. Ooh, red light. Red light. This isn't the generic engines in this sounds. I found a mod that carries the, well, changes the V8 sounds. I don't know if that's causing this thing to pull away quicker than it should do or not. The thing seems a bit powerful, really. You can more or less get away driving off in fifth or 5 low. Guess on the heavier stuff it's probably going to work out better, but of course, yeah, there's no 8 on this. It's just 7 high. Again, I'm speeding again. But what's your views? Would you prefer speed restrictors? Leave it optional, or carry on the way it is at the moment? Which I think is optional. I think you can turn restrictors on or off. I know the multiplayer servers, server 1 I think is restricted to 50 mph. Server 2 I think is just open. My problem with this game is this is probably one of the reasons I walked away from this game. As much as I loved playing it, I should say, was the fact that everything happens too quick, especially when you've got a lead foot like mine. It's like 1 minute you're alright. See what I mean? See, I can get away with more or less going from first to fourth on that. More or less done this run. I might be even have time to get another run in. 2 for 1 special. I'm going to try setting off in 4th. I know it's unrealistic. It sets off fine. Fourth. I think it's in here. Hoping it's in here. If it's not, it's next. Actually, it could be the next one up. Sorry. Looking at the map, it's this one. Let's park it where we want. Well, where do you want it, peeps? Where do you want it? Put hazards on. Now, this should be relatively straightforward. He says should be. Again, wrong here. Nope, I do not want to have any help parking, thank you very much. I know I'm bad, but I'm not that bad yet. I did muck that up a bit. And I stalled. The only reason I put this sound mod in purely because I find the Scania too quiet and spent too many years, well, spent too long playing ATS with loud engines. That's the, you know, once upon a time I actually preferred being in a quiet cab. Now I do prefer to hear what the engine's doing. But anyway, shut it off, and then let's jump under the truck again, and let's go over, waddle over to the winder and detach. The new update's going to have oh, excellent. So that should be, well, why does it say progress 0 of 10? I've just done one, browse one. Using the external contracts, complete delivery of any cargo from Sweden with at least 10 other countries. Okay, so that wasn't part of it then. That was just a, so whereabouts is Sweden then? We're in Germany. Poland. Sweden. Oh, so up here. Sort of have to try to take a job to get up to there. Okay, so there's this. Excuse me. Look at the job market. So why did it let me test this next? Again, it's just. So we're here, aren't we? I hope we're here. That's taken us miles the other way. That's taken us back to the UK. That's taken us closer. It's taken us back to the UK. Okay. Let's have a look at the external, external contracts. See if there's anything taking us up towards Sweden. That's taking us miles the other way. That's taking us up towards Sweden. So I think a bit closer. That's a little bit closer. That's like as good as it's going to get. Let's keep flicking down. That's taking us a bit closer. Let's try a little this way. A bit. See, that's really quick run. That one. That one. That one. That one. That one. That one. Keep going up until we find something that's going to take us that way. It's taken us a little bit closer. Air conditioners. Well, that takes us roughly in. So we are technically in Sweden because we are actually there. So I'll go for that one. I don't know if I'm going to complete this delivery or not. And I'm going to be limited to 55 as well, 50 at least anyway. So let's jump in the old rig again. You might have noticed I've put it on the left hand side of the cab as well rather than the right hand side. Purely because I'll be spending more time in Europe than I'm going to be spending in the UK, so I figured I might as well put it on this side. She's always on her phone. Whoa. Bit of a wide turn there, Kev. Oh, this looks like it's right out of town as well, which helps. Just got down for speeding. Bedford strikes again. I'm still speeding. Even though I don't feel like I'm speeding, that's the problem. So it's limiting me out to 55. I know this can go quicker than this. I'll put it into 7 low. And again, I will try and put it on cruise control around about 30-ish. It seems stupidly slow though. Stupidly slow. I could get out and walk quicker than this. I feel like I could get out and walk quicker than this. See, even that dude agrees. He's just going to take over. So it's probably 30 for the trucks, but it's probably something else for the cars, I suspect. Take it out of gear for a little while. Come on. Thank you. The only thing with this sound mods, it slightly delays the shifting noise. I don't know if you guys are picking up on it or not. When I shift, it's making a shifting noise just after I'm accelerating, which is not realistic. You'd hear it shift before you. I'm speeding again. Red light. We'll leave it in 5. See, it's stupid, but it behaves a lot better doing this. Oh, I need to be over there, do I? It says go round. I've been in the wrong lane, but if I do it wide, I don't see the harm. I do not see the harm, apart from the fact that someone's going, "Ah, you're in the wrong lane for turning." So in there. In there, we need to go. Put our hazards on. Line it up roughly to the trailer. She's in, I think. Let's double check. Yep, she's spinning tires. She's not pulling. Right, so that's that done. Engine off. Electrics off. Jump under the truck again, because we know I love to jump under the truck. Walk over to the trailer. So the next update I think is going to feature, or they're planning on doing an update that's going to have the airlines that connect from there to there, which is good. It's a good step forward. It's going to make modders' lives a bit of a pain, but one thing FCS should do is allow you to actually connect them, though. They should have 2 options. They should have a realistic connection and a sim connection, so you could just press a certain button and then it connects them all automatically. But if you know what you're doing with your airlines, they should allow you to actually physically connect your airlines. Jump into the truck. I forgot to put the parking brake on. Right. Now, will it let me pull off in 5th with the trailer on the back? Let's have a look. First of all, let's do a tug test. Yeah, she's not moving. Very sluggish. So I don't think I could get away doing that too often. Not on a hill anyway. I'll put the old beacons on for you. Oh, wrong button. Beacons on. And try going for the different views if I can remember how. Which button was it to go through the views? I think it's C side. No, it's cruise control on it. That's is it 2? Oh, there we go, 2. There we go. Try to tell what it was. Cool, I don't know what that format is. Right, enough mucking around. Enough tomfoolery. No, I think maybe that's too low a gear. It's only just pulling away in fifth. Now I've gone past the light, I can actually see. Some of you guys are probably sitting there thinking, well, why don't you just get a low horsepower engine to combat that? It's a good idea, but I'm rolling backwards, I think. There is a bit of a difference there. I'll probably even have to try and go off in third. Another red light. Stop! Oops. Brake. Try it in third. That's not too bad. Wish my shifting wasn't too bad. Caught it there. Come on. Just use the clutch, Kev. That's what you guys are shouting. No, and I'm speeding. You're shouting that as well. Leadfoot strikes again! Yay! Again, there's no perception of speed. If you're like in a virtual rig with movement everywhere, you'd know you're going quick. But without that present, you don't actually feel like you're going quickly at all. That's the downside. Other thoughts going for my keeps ringing round in the back of my mind. I know it sounds stupid. But part of me wonders if SDS are working on a ETS3. I know they've said they're not. They're just going to continuously work on this. But it's going to get to a point where, because they're, and again I'm sorry, but they are basing, if you compared this to American Truck Simulator, okay, it's like comparing, you know, chalk to cheese, but the roads are a lot wider in American Truck Simulator, but this is reflecting the American roads. But I think that the roads on this are way too narrow, if you're asking me. They're narrower than in the States, but yeah, you know, that I agree with, but they just seem a bit too narrow. And it's a lot of thoughts I keep having, especially when I'm going through like country roads and that. And it's like I'm wondering if they just based a lot off of country roads that are a bit more narrower anyway. Because you've got more room on dual carriageways and motorways and stuff like that, but it's just something that keeps them rolling around the back of my mind. We need to turn. I know I turn like I'm an American Truck Simulator as well, which is bad. Oh, missed that gear altogether. And that one. I won't record the whole of this because it's probably going to troops over. I'll get to sort of like onto this other junction and I think I'll leave it at that, peeps, because it's already limited me to 55 and it'll take me forever to do this run. But hopefully in the next episode I'll try and crack on at least, whoa, at least one episode, to do one episode on that new deal, well, those new missions, those new Swedish contracts. There's a lot of you guys are going, well, you got your lift apps up, you're going massively quick. All the comments come flooding in. How bad I'm driving this. But you don't watch me just for how to do it professionally. If I claim to do it professionally, I'd be going, oh well, I'm the most best driver in the world. Look, I can ace this simulator. I don't. I play it bad, and I admit that I'm not great at this game. I've played it for years, admittedly. I got myself board certified playing this game, but I think we need to be in that other lane. Looks like it. Right. I think I'll leave it at that, peeps. But I hope you guys and girls enjoyed this episode. If you did, please feel free to like. Helps me out a lot, and I don't mind you liking. And if you feel free to, if you didn't like this for any reason, please feel free to dislike. But please leave a comment down below to why you didn't like this, so I can improve in the future, or at least try. If you know anyone else that may also enjoy watching this, guys and girls, please feel free to share. It helps me a lot, and I don't mind you sharing. And brake check me. And if you're new to my channel, going to see future episodes of this or anything else that I'm working on, please don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. TTFN.